Hello everyone, I have an 8.5 by 11 layout for you today for Wild Whisper. I'm going to be working with the Sweet Little One collection, all the papers, some of the stamps, and I have a sheet of white cardstock here that's going to be my background. I'm going to start by trimming this down to 8.5 by 11. And then I have this washi tape in my stash that was a perfect match to this collection. So I'm going to go ahead and get some washi tape down. And then I'm going to show you that even us scrapbookers that have YouTube channels and seem to do everything perfectly doesn't always work out that way. So I'm going to grab my baby boy stamps here. There are the cutest little images on this stamp set, and I want to use a couple of them. There are these two, they look like baubles, and so my idea is that I'm going to go ahead and stamp these little baubles across the top of my page, and then I drop my stamp pad. So then we have to start all over. I don't know if you can see how bad the stamp smeared on my cardstock. So I'm going to pull off the washi tape and I'm going to flip the paper around and we're going to start over again. See, we don't do everything perfectly either, but it's okay. I have Flame and Clay Mask ink colors from Catherine Polar. I'm alternating between the longer little baubles and the smaller little baubles. I don't know what else to call them, so I'm calling them baubles. And I am alternating between long and short and between the two colors, Flame and Clay Mask. And I'm going to make a border across the entire top of my page. How cute is that? I love those little stamps. Next up, I am going to go ahead and cut a panel from this pattern paper. So this orangey pattern paper, peachy orangey pattern paper has those same little like mod kind of bauble pattern, and I just love it. So I'm going to use a nice big piece of it. And then I'm going to grab this kind of green, sagey green colored pattern paper with the text, and I'm going to cut a mat for my photo with it. Pretty much everything on this page, so all the paper elements, all the fussy cut elements, they are all going to get inked up using Distress Oxide ink in Vintage Photo. There's a lot of these like darker earthy tones in this collection, and I really like the extra bit of interest that having the inked edges provides. I'm going to go ahead and use some foam tape to pop my photo up. I want to give it a little bit more lift and a little more dimension. I want to use this piece from the Cut Apart, and I'm going to use it as my title. Also kind of my journaling. It's going to be a multifaceted element. So I'm just going to use that Sweet Little One as my title. And now I want to go through and grab a couple of things to fussy cut. So I'm going to fussy cut those rainbows, and I want to fussy cut some of the cloud elements. I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and make my own embellishments as it were. And I did all of that fussy cutting off camera just for you. Now this is an older photo, so I want to make sure that I get the date on it. I'm just going to add that little cut apart piece off to the left of my photo. And now I'm going to go ahead and take the brush letter stamps and the little small heart stamp that's on the baby boy stamp set. And I'm going to put my title across the bottom using those two ink colors again. There are still brush letter stamps in the Wild Whisper shop. The baby boy stamps and the papers that I'm using are also available in the Wild Whisper shop. And you can always use my code DT Sarah, which I will put in the description box to save a little bit off of your order at the shop. So if you, you guys know how often, if you've been around my channel for just a little bit of time, you know that these stamps are like my favorite stamps ever. I love these brush letter stamps. They are so good. They're such a good, like, basic size-wise and script-wise, and it comes with numbers and letters. I just love them. Now I want to go ahead and create my clusters using all of these fussy cut pieces. You can never go wrong with rainbows and clouds. So I'm going to create kind of like 3 different clusters, and each cluster will have some of the rainbows and some of the clouds. And once I kind of have them all in place, I am going to pop some of the elements up with some foam tape. And finally, for my last little embellishment, little accent, I'm going to grab the cute little heart stamp that's part of that baby boy stamp set, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp little heart accents around all of my embellishment clusters. And that's what we're going to call this one all finished. I hope you all have a wonderful, fabulous Tuesday. I will see you back again on my channel soon. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to see what you think of my projects. Have a wonderful day. Bye.